And good morning everyone, my name is Liger and today I will be doing a sponsored review on this lending platform called MatrixPort, which is quite similar to ones that we have covered in the past like Swissport, Celsius, Nexo, BlockFi or YieldApp. So the concept is same, where you deposit popular currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum and stablecoins, and you get interest on those holdings long as you hold them on the actual platform. And basically what they do is that they lend that money into normal users, sometimes into big corporations and banks, and in some cases also they put it into DeFi, and that's how basically they are able to pay your interests. And in this video, obviously, we're going to be going through the actual app and the website and telling you a bit of the differences of MatrixPort, because their model is quite different from the other ones, because they have things like the dual currency thing, as you can see on the screen, and they have a lot more like time-limited lendings where some of the funds will become frozen for a limited amount of time, which is a thing that you see in certain exchanges. Now, the team behind the actual company is pretty transparent. Jihan Wu, who is the CEO of Bitmain, is actually running MatrixPort. There's other Bitmain members like the COO, and then you have also senior security executive from Huawei involved. So there is a lot of like big people here, even from Goldman Sachs, involved in this MatrixPort as a company, and they have team, all around East Asia, in Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, China, Russia, and even in Switzerland. So it is becoming slowly kind of big. They have currently $10 billion worth of deposits on their platform, which is pretty impressive in my opinion. So there's a lot of potential interest and investment here, which we're gonna be also covering here. So there's the Cactus Custody, which is a cutting-edge security design infrastructure across 3 continents. You can loan and lend on the platform, obviously, and trade between them with competitive zero fee. Now, a lot of these lending platforms do not actually have trading systems, only very few of them, and that can be very convenient. You see, oh, Bitcoin is dumping, I definitely want to move it into stablecoins. So you would have to basically withdraw it from that actual platform and sell it on exchange, and then, get the stable coins and then drop it into the exchange. And there's obviously costs in that trading. So it's very convenient to have platforms where you can basically trade between those assets. But let's kind of open up the application, and here are some of the partners who are involved in already. This Antpool is very big, BTC.com, Bitmain, CoinEx, and all that. And I have here my emulator open, as I always do with these mobile reviews. Sadly, as of right now, the application is not available on desktop devices. There's not a web version, something that I hope that they're going to be adding in the future, though. Now, first of all, it does require KYC. I mean, you can view the platform as I am doing it right now without KYC. So you can look at the offerings and see, okay, is this making a lot of sense for me or not? And after that, you can basically decide whatever you're going to be doing the KYC and participating on the actual platform. And reminder, as for people, all the other alternatives do require KYC. So this is nothing new on this whole lending platform thing. And some people don't like doing KYC, and that is fine. Then it's not the platform for you. So as you can see, there's a lot of things here on the screen. So I guess we could just look at the wallet first. What are the currencies that are being supported here on the first place? Gonna be using a bit of an unlocking tool there. So there's a couple of other logging, security things there on the actual platform, which is good. So there's Bitcoin. We have stablecoins, USDC, USDT. Obviously, Ethereum is here. Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Zcash, Decreed. Bitcoin ABC, which is a recent fork of Bitcoin Cash, and then we have Polkadot, DAI, and Link. Now, not all the offerings are as wide for each currency on the platform. Pretty much these top 4 are the ones that you're going to be seeing the most. That may change in the future, and obviously you can trade between these currencies. So maybe you don't have USDC at your disposal. You just deposit in the Litecoin, and then you just hit the trade button, and there you can choose the Litecoin and then trade it into Bitcoin. And this is how you can basically participate on those interests. Then there's the profile platform, and there is Also a new client gift. So they have 1,288 USDC trial. So free money basically by joining in. Caveats are obviously involved about more of the actual how does everything work revolving around that. I'm going to leave in the description. So here are some of the welcome offerings that they have. So for example, 1,000 USDT quota with 30% APY. So as you can see that there is a lot of these, deals which are certain specific, require a certain number, minimum or maximum cap. And sometimes them also have a locked-in period or something like that. But 30% for stable coins, very competitive, no doubt. Here's a 10% APY on BTC. New clients only, and flex deposit 16.04%. Withdraw anytime, hourly compounding, which is something that I actually do not see. But you can find my referral link down below in the description. I would appreciate you using it in case you decide to actually start using the platform. And then there is the ID verification, investment records. So you have a bit of a statistics here, how much you have made from everything that they are offering on the actual platform. But let's get back into, there's also a lot of coupons here on the platform. Now, you can also do leverage trading on the platform. Let's start with the dual currencies here for one. Now, as I said, there are a lot of different ways to make money on this platform. So, for example, there's a video here which probably goes into explaining everything you need to know about it. So you can look at it. So basically, you are depositing two different currencies. So this is kind of like liquidity farming. What you see on Uniswap, you provide liquidity. But in this case, obviously, they are going to be taking Bitcoin and things like that, which you usually are not able to pull in because these chains do not support smart contracts. So I can pull let's say USDC and Bitcoin, and then I can basically get an annualized return here. And the tenor means how many days it's going to be, how much is going to be that percentage rate for these. There's some crazy rates here. 335. The expiry date is actually tomorrow. So there's all types of these different types of deals here. So it's something of a platform where you might have to be a bit more active than on the other ones because there's always something up, and some of these are going to be expiring at one point. But a lot of these plans are very lucrative. So there's 7-day, 14-day, 21-day, and a 35-day. Let's see what is the most longest term here. We have 154 days, 36%. So these are very interesting. And here are the linked prices also for Bitcoin, for instance. So make sure you pay attention to that as well. And as I said, there's a lot of different pairs here. We have the Ethereums, even Bitcoin Cash. And there are different rates for each of the coins, and you want to compare them, you want to run the numbers, which one is going to be best for you, how long you're going to be around in these markets, are you going to be staying for the next bull run, which might be in 4 years or 5 years. You have to think about these. Then there's a thing called the Smart Trend, and this is yet another feature which is giving you yield rates for different currencies. So here we have mostly for two stable coins and also Bitcoin Smart Cash. So this is so there's a lot of the Matrix Smart Trend products select high quality third-party DeFi projects, option portfolios for clients. On top of the stable revenue, you can obtain additional earnings from the price rise or drop on digital assets and enjoy investment experience with compound interest every cycle and high return from DeFi projects. So this is yet another feature that you can get access to on the actual platform. And these can be very, very lucrative if you know what you're doing. You have the capital that they ask and you're there when the actual offerings are up. So we have Bitcoin here, we have Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash pairings here. And then there's also Smart Bear. So if you want to bet on some lows, as we know, markets are kind of bleeding right now as of today. So a bit scary, but you can always profit even from markets going down. That's a thing you have to remember. Then there is a flexible savings. That's the next step we're going to be looking into. So yet another way to make money. So here we have, for example, the supply APY is 2.8%. So this is basically a normal year. and this is given out hourly. So that's probably the most strongest point about this. If you want to make quick money, you can deposit here and then earn. Now, I'm not going to be telling you that these are super competitive prices. For USDT 8.64 is okay, but you can get even higher than that. And also for USDT is 5.75. These obviously change a lot. But in case, let's say you have deposited Bitcoin Cash and there's no other ongoing things, you can put it into Flexi Savings. But I do want to say that these numbers are not the highest that you can get on the market, but that's just another option that you can get into. Or perhaps there is a currency listed here which is not on the other platforms, and even that 1% interest on that is better than you sitting on your actual own wallet. And let's move into our next one that we have here on the platform. We got the fixed income, and these are like basically have a lot of minimums here. So you put it onto a specific amount of dates. Let's see if we actually have no Litecoins. Litecoin seems to be out. So these 5 currencies we have seen mostly here on the platform. Hopefully they're going to be adding that Polkadot and Zcash, and those are probably ones that people are interested also getting some interest on. And these are fixed term investments. So basically this is for 180 days. Requires you to put at least 1 Ethereum here. And so you have to remember to read all the questions and the basic rules here. How does everything work to get an idea of the actual investments. And then there's a fund. I think this might be also yet another. Okay, so I think these are like package deals, but these are basically all closed as of right now. But keep eyes on those as well. Then there is DeFi. And in DeFi, basically, there are a couple of different options here. So we have Curve and Compound, for instance, which have actually decent percentages. And here you can see some of these packages are sold out. For example, here we have USDT, which could go up to 25% for 12 days. That's a pretty good package, in my opinion, because it's such a low amount of time. And these are the kind of the DeFi packages we talked about earlier. They utilize some of them here. And these percentages can go really high. Imagine 20% on Ethereum for 12 days. That is pretty nice. Also, we have loan. And I think this is just for people who want to loan. So if I want to loan, this is how I do it. There's zero collateral. So basically, I have to deposit certain funds here before I can loan. The usual model that you see. And that's where some of the revenue obviously comes from. And then there is leverage trading. Leverage is always something that I don't personally do. It's for experted traders out there. A lot of people think that they know how to do it, and then they get really, really wrecked on them. So be very careful when you're going to be doing leverage, if not at all. But that's kind of been pretty much my rundown of the actual platform. And there's obviously other tabs here. There is also premium. And actually, let's look at that rebate thing. That seems interesting. So you can apply for becoming a VIP, and basically you get better bonuses, pretty much one-on-one service, tailored asset management solutions, lower borrowing rates, and rare high-yield products. So that's something, maybe kind of reserved for you long-time users and with a lot of capital. Then there is the rebates. And once you have done KYC, commissions will be settled to you automatically at 8 o'clock daily. So I don't know what this actually means. I have to confirm from my contact. But overall, I find MatrixPort kind of interesting service from the viewpoint that they have these packages available here, which you don't really see on these other platforms. And some of these interest rates, which we covered here, like 200% on the dual currency things, those are very high. And you don't see a lot of those types of offers on other platforms. So as I keep saying, it is a very different one compared to a lot of the other things, and has so much different packages to offer. And there's obviously these sign-up bonuses. So in case you're, as I said, registering, you can get this free trial thing. I don't think you can withdraw this, obviously, but this is some type of a extra thing. But you have to do KYC in order to basically get into this. And so this is have to do with margins, I believe. But thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like. I will have another video coming out from a lot of these stablecoin interest platforms in the upcoming days, because right now we are maybe in the bear market territory, and it's very important that you're gonna be putting your assets earning interest, because you don't want to sell them on deep profit. Thanks for watching. See you soon.